to explain what the fuck you're trying to do. And
Yeah.
they said the number one identity is physicality. That's where we need to start. And I agree. Because I'm still on Javier Alexander pushing CD Lamb back in that playoff game, and CD didn't do nothing about it. That's still in the back of my head, bro. He pushed the shit out of that nigga, and he didn't do
And
nothing.
see, that's the thing that I think that Dan Quinn brought to us. Like, he brought, not only is he a player's coach, right? Where like niggas fuck with playing with Dan Quinn. You can tell niggas fuck with playing for him. You know what I'm saying? But also like that edge. You know what I'm saying? He brought that edge. And I forgot our former DB coach name. Like, he brought the edge. And I think we
Talking
didn't
about
play with an edge last year. Like there was
Al Harris.
huh?
Come on, Al
Yeah.
Harris.
And we didn't play with the edge last year. You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, I think shit, we gotta this year, that shit gotta be brought back. Like, we gotta play with
My
some type of
my only thing, my thing with Dan Quinn is, it's like, are they that physical? Because when it comes, I give Dan Quinn this. When it comes to being ball aggressive and things of that nature, making plays, especially in the passing game, he
Mhm.
be on it. Like, he be on it. When it comes to that motherfucking run game,
I just don't think we didn't
it's
have the
like,
personnel. We didn't have the personnel to be able we still don't. We ain't had the personnel to stop the run. Shit. When's the last time we had a dominant nose? Like a motherfucker that was
it's
just
been a
that was
while. It's been a
huh?
while.
Motherfucker was like
It's been a while.
Marcus Spears, like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the last time we
Dontavian
really had
Poe.
like and we thought
Dante
and I
Poe.
guess we paid Odiggy Zua like he finna be that, and I think Mozzie Smith we was like, okay, that's why we drafted him, but like we ain't had a
He
motherfucker
got
that's
one more
controlling
year.
them A gaps, you know what I'm saying, in a while, and so and then let's take it a step further.
Mm-hmm.
The last dominant linebacker we had, like dominant.
We working on that. That's one thing I can
You know what I'm
say.
saying?
We gonna get
Now,
that.
yeah, now
We
we
gonna
got
get
it.
that.
We got a couple of free agents here, but like before this, when's the last motherfucker that was like,
Oh
okay, you
yeah,
not running here?
it's been a
You know what
while.
I'm saying? Sean Lee,
It's been a while.
and that was before he got
Sean Lee,
hurt. Like
but
before he had injuries damn near 2-3
mm-hmm.
seasons in a row. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
that was back, but
Van Der Esch.
yeah, I mean Vanderbilt, he didn't pan out like we supposed to, in the neck because it was
Yeah.
because of injury. You know what I'm saying? The neck injury, we get that,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then
Mm-hmm.
what's the old buddy from that was at Notre Dame that had the injury? Jalen Smith. He ain't panning out like he was supposed to. So we ain't had
Mm-hmm.
dominance in the box in a while.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
like we've had dominance on
I
the
agree.
edges. Micah's dominated at times, and
Mm-hmm.
D-Law dominated at times. Like we've had dominance out there,
Mm-hmm.
but interior,
Yeah.
we ain't
We've
had
been
it.
weak. Devon Clark.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we've been weak.
We ain't had nobody that's going. We don't know like jarhead ass linebacker. That's like, bruh,
Yeah.
I'm
Or
just
like a jarhead
yeah,
nose.
I'm gonna just go ahead and put my head in some shit and call it a day.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, I want one that don't even he don't wash his
you
job
know what I'm
strap, he don't
saying?
wash his pants, just a big old
You know
nasty
what I'm saying?
mean
He
motherfucker.
don't give a fuck about
Yeah.
nothing. He don't give a fuck about nothing.
About
You know what I'm
nothing.
saying? And like now, obviously, it's tougher to get
Mhm.
those guys are few and far between anyway,
Yeah.
right? But you got
Mhm.
the couple of dudes. What's buddy from fucking the 49ers. What the fuck is his name?
Come on. Kinlaw?
No,
Oh.
he had dreads. Light skin buddy.
Ice skin buddy with
54.
dreads.
What the fuck?
Oh, you talking about Fred
Yeah, Warner. Yeah.
Warner.
And so
That's a
like
yeah.
dudes like him, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a couple out there
Mhm.
still. And even Kendricks, he was like that
Yeah.
at a point, you know what I mean?
At a
But
point.
he ain't that no more. Right. And so like
Mm-hmm.
we gotta find one of them guys that can like a fucking Warner is a perfect motherfucker can run,
Yeah.
he can cover,
Perfect.
and he will come downhill and hit your ass in the fucking mouth.
Best middle linebacker in the league, if you ask
For
me.
real.
Better than Roquan Smith.
For real. But and you Roquan Smith up there. Like can
He's
run
good. Yeah, he
and
up
will
there.
come down here and hit your ass in the mouth. And so like we gotta find a way to get some dominance in there. And I hope, bro, you know what I feel like we're
Take a
gonna end
breath.
up doing in like later rounds, bro, for shock value, because we always do some shit for shock value later rounds.
We get Shiloh.
No, we're gonna get Buddy
Oh,
from Florida. We're gonna get the big ass
the
300,
big old.
bro. We're gonna get Buddy from Florida, bro. Watch us do that shit in the later round.
I hope not.
We
I mean, he
do.
a big old
He
body,
ain't play,
but
bro. You ain't finna play in the league, bro. You can't play but 2 plays. It's the NFL, family.
yeah, they gonna run you. They gonna get him in shape though. They gonna
Man,
break him.
I ain't seen too many people go from college out of shape and get in and go to the pro in shape. I ain't seen too many people do that. So I don't know, but fuck it. Welcome
I
back
hope we don't.
to another episode of
Sorry, y'all.
Lunchin with Don and Lon, man, where we bring you lunch table conversations and we lace them with facts, man. I'm the Don of all Dons. This is my brother, Lonnie Cabal.
What do it is, y'all? It's your man Lonnie Cabal, and we here for another show. How you doing today, Don?
I'm amazing. I'm amazing as usual, man. Had a great weekend. And I
Hey,
got a hoodie on right now because I'm a little woofing it. You know what I'm saying? I got to get the cut. I'm trying to thug it out till next week.
it's all
Right, you
good,
know what I
bro.
mean. So
Me too.
I'm looking a little crazy, but it's all good, man. It's all good. I'm still enjoying, looking good, feeling good. You know what I'm
Good.
saying? Ready to enjoy our show today.
Me
How
too.
everything going your way?
Everything's good. I'm blessed and highly favored, man. I'm looking a little rough too, but I go on vacation. I'm going to New Orleans April 11th.
Ooh, you going dolo
You know
or
what I'm
you
saying?
going?
No. So what happens? We have a cousins trip.
Okay,
Me and my cousins, a lot on my mom's side. This is my mom's side type of thing.
yeah.
So, and we all in different states.
Mm-hmm.
So we all pick a city and we all visit. So I got some family in Cali. I think like next year we're gonna try to do one more close on their end.
Mm-hmm.
But what we all do is we pick a city, we spend a weekend down there, and we just fellowship and everything. We've been doing it for like it's like our fourth or fifth year. I
Mm-hmm.
gotta see.
Yeah, but
But
we got
yeah,
to get
that's what
back
we
to that. Like, I think
get.
we are as a family doing that, getting back to that too. Like, I got some one of my cousins in Richmond. He has like his pops used to do. So my uncle, he used to do like a cookout every summer. You know what I mean? And everybody come down, boom, boom,
Mhm.
boom. But that was in Hampton. And so now his pops passed away. Rest in peace, my uncle. Pop passed away, so now he lives in Richmond, and now he's basically taking it over. So in August we doing that, and so we getting back to it, bro. We getting back. It was
Yeah,
a
we
little
gotta get
time
back
in the
to it.
middle.
So it.
Obviously, COVID kind of fucked everything
Mhm.
up. Little
Mhm.
time in the middle where, like, especially when we was like in college and stuff like that, where kind of things got
Mhm.
thrown off as far as family reunions and all of that. But
Yeah, it was a different
yeah,
era
I'm
then.
hoping families is getting back to it, and you
Yeah,
know, because we need it, especially Black families. Like we need it, we
yeah.
need it. And if
Mhm.
nothing else, for just some relaxation away from the
Mhm.
normalcy of society and shit like that. So,
Mhm. I
but
agree.
yeah, man, we're gonna kick it off like we normally do. Hit us with the word of the day.
Yes, sir. So the word of the day is cynosure.
Who?
Cynosure, meaning a center of attraction or interest.
Mm-hmm.
Here's some examples. Right now, I don't know, maybe just a puncher's chance or Hail Mary. But I got a shot. There's a cynosure of having Tyreek Hill come to the boys, for a couple picks. Hail Mary, or just
Ah,
a
that's
fan
one of them
wish.
Aaron
But
Rodgers Hail Marys.
yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like the Commanders, but I wish it was a Jaden Daniels one.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? We can sign
Yes,
ashore.
sir.
Tyreek looking like a sign ashore right now. You know what I'm saying? They talk about bringing some wide receiver twos in, but that's just a bridge. We'll see if that comes true. Another example, shout out to the good, Joy Taylor. That's a sign.
Mm-hmm.
That's a walking sign ashore. You know what I'm saying? I know when she walked in the building. Ooh, with that glistening brown skin. And I know she just smelled like mango shea butter.
Oh.
When she get into that screen, man, just she's such a cynosure. It's just hard to, pay attention to her words when she talks sports because her physique, her ensemble, her presence is just amazing. Shout out to you, Joy Taylor.
I need
But
you on the
anyway,
show, Joy.
cynosure. Yeah, we're gonna get you here. I don't care. We're gonna find a way. Even if I have to come to you. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell your big brother Jason, no, I don't want no smoke. Anyway, Cynosure. Try to use the word cynosure at least 3 times a day to enhance your vocabulary. Back to you, Dom.
Man, shout out to Joy, man. And she be up there like on speak, and it just be like, dog. She get fly.
Man,
Like that's the thing. She she
she know
she
who he is.
she bad because there are bad women out there that don't know how couldn't
Mm.
dress their way out of a paper bag, and there are ugly girls that can dress. But she both. Like she fly and she fine as hell, dog. Like she is fine
Mhm.
as hell. But and the thing about it is, in pictures and stuff, she looks so tall, but bro, she like 5'4". You know what I'm saying? Like she's short as shit. And so
Really? She 5'4"?
yeah, bro, she's small, she's tiny. Yeah. That shit
Fun
crazy.
size.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. For sure. Cause
Ah.
you think she like 5'9", 5'10". Like,
Yeah.
nah, she 5'4". She is tiny. But she is cold. Like I seen a picture of her the other day. And it just
Mm.
she come across my timeline every now and then. I'll just be like, bruh, if I was Paul Pierce.
Look at my boy fixing up
You know what I'm saying?
glasses.
If I'm Paul Pierce or I'm Keyshawn, like she gotta get pressed. She gotta get the pressure.
So slow down. See,
Oh
that's how
yeah,
you end up.
HR,
That's
my
how you end
bad.
up in the. That's how.
My bad.
See, that's how you end up in the
My
HR
bad.
office, or you end up on somebody's
You see, I'm pressing her.
lawsuit.
I'm
Slow
pressing her
down,
off
man.
camera though. Like I'm pressing her not when we in the work. You know what I'm saying? When we outside, like look.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm gonna throw my little bait out there first to see if like even she be even willing to, you know what I'm saying, go there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna throw the little bait out there and kind of see if she bite a little bit, then I reel it in. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
but our PSA for the day. I'm gonna address this because it happens too much. I smell it too much, and it's egregious. And you ain't really got to do this. And a lot of this time it comes from a lack of paternal influence, right? But fellas, stop bathing yourselves in cologne.
Oh, man, you gotta hit the horns. You gotta hit that.
Like you don't have to do that. Like stop
You
bathing
don't.
yourselves in cologne. Like yes, you want to be smelled with females, right? You want to smell good and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like my dad told me when I was young, you want her to like when she comes in your era, like your aura, and your aura is a little force field around you. When she enters that aura, now she smells it. I shouldn't smell you from a mile down the street. Like that's not what we talk. That's not what we doing. Right? No woman wants to be like when she walk up on you, like it just smacked her in her face. Like you don't want that. You don't gotta spray and then go. Shh. You ain't gotta do that. You ain't gotta do that at all, right? Again, if your pops never told you, I'm out here to tell you. Right, all you gotta do, boom, spray on your where your what they call your pressure points, right? Where your veins, where the where you take your what's the word I'm looking for? Where you take your pulse, right? Where you can feel all the places that you can feel your heartbeat, right? So when you go to the hospital or when you was a kid or whatever, when they take your pulse, they take it at your wrist. I think it's your carotid artery or whatever. I ain't gonna act like I know what I'm talking about, but whatever.
Carotid
They
artery.
take your pulse right here at your wrist. Boom, you spray there. You rub your wrist together. So that means because you can feel your heartbeat here. So every time your heart beats, it's that little scent of you know what I'm saying. Whatever you put on, it's permeating through the air. All right, go. Boom. You put it on your wrist. Now, then what I do, right? I spray it one more time, rub it together. Then they also take your pulse on your neck, right? Right here. Okay, on both sides. So boom, wipe it there on both sides. So same thing. Whenever your heart beats, it's spraying out the little scent, right? And then boom, you can go rub it one more time and throw it on your shirt right on the side, so you're not like getting nothing on the front of your shirt or nothing like that. And like it's really just a white bar, so on your shirt, okay? Or you can spray it on your shirt a couple of times. But other than that, dog, you don't need to be spraying up and down your whole body, on your back, on your jeans. You don't need to be doing all of that. Like if you got to do that, then you need to check yourself. You need to check yourself
Yeah.
about your body odor.
Yeah.
If you got to do all of that,
Yes.
right? But if you're a real player, you ain't got to do all of that. So and walk out the door, especially y'all
Get
young
out the
boys.
door.
But I be seeing y'all wasting
Bathing in it.
cologne. Go ahead.
And you know, I just want to add something on that the PSA.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys take a bath
Mm.
before
Ooh.
you at Cologne, make sure you shower before you put that cologne on, young men. Cologne is made for clean bodies. It's made for you already to apply soap and
Mm,
water. It is not a subtraction or a substitute for if you didn't take a shower. Because what that cologne is going to do the
mm,
opposite. It's going to go into the sweat and the pores and the dirt on your skin. It's going to hit that and it's going to put out a different aroma.
mm,
And it's just going to it's going to throw everybody off.
mm.
And secondly, like my bro Don said, hit you don't have to. No, I get it. You excited. You just got some new cologne. Probably cost you like $80. So you want to, they're going, no, I can just take it easy. Here. You know what I'm saying? And just keep it going. Trust me. They going to smell you when you walk past, or that lady going, when she in your ambience, you know what I'm saying? She's definitely going to smell that. And I got a tip. I learned this. Now, I'm not technically a short king. I'm like in the middle. I'm like 5'11", 5'10", wherever you put that on the
Mhm.
scale. But from what I've heard for people, you know, who are kind of short kings, and I heard this right on like a video. Try to spray on top of your head. Spray on top of your head.
Ooh,
So if you like under 5'9", 5'8", you still a short king. Stay on spray on top of your head, man. You go past the lady so they can get a sniff of that. You know what I'm saying? Shoot your shot.
that's all you want,
I'm
man.
done on
That's
that.
all you want. All you want to do is walk by, is for you to walk by, and like when you're crossing her path, right? Then she be like, "Oh, let me." Or when you go to talk to her,
Hmm.
she like when you get up close to her, she like, "Oh, okay." You don't want
Hmm.
her to smell you coming as soon as you get out your car. All right. So make sure, man, y'all adjust y'all's cologne practices, and it's gonna save you a little bit of money. Adjust y'all cologne practices, man. And that's
Yes.
our PSA for the day.
Hmm.
So our lunch table topics. All right. First one we're gonna talk about, and we're gonna show the video. Okay, we're gonna show. Look,
Got
I'm
nothing.
positively, I'm positively, feeling positive about,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying, our quarterback. You know what I mean? He's in shape. He looks in shape, right? He looks like um he looks good. I'm just gonna be real. He looks good. He looks like he's ready to go and in better shape than he has been, and his core looks better than it ever has, and pause. And so yeah, man, we're gonna yeah.
Listen, y'all gotta understand my brother, right? He and we troll each other, right? Because we're y'all, theoretically we're both two frustrated Cowboy fans. So
Absolutely.
when frustration's in the air, there's gonna be some tension, right? I'm just more optimistic than my brother, but at the end of it, frustrated Cowboy fan. So just to get that out my bro, dog, was stop. Okay. And again, he doesn't hate that, right? He just wants more out of him, like we all do. I want more out of him. I'm just more supportive of him, you know. So because he's not, he's not what they try to make him to be in the press. They want to make him like Gardner Minshew. That's how they try to make it that.
Oh.
And I'm like, he's not that. But he can't. He does need to. He can play better. I want him to play better, and I want him to achieve more. But on this video, again, looks in shape. He's slimmed down. He look like he's in you know, a, a disciplined diet. He looks like I'm about to say freshman year Dak, like second year rookie Dak, as far as
Mhm.
body wise. He's in the gym. He look like he's squatting like 225. You know, he's just working. And even Darren Woodson said, when I'm at the facility, I always see four. Four is always out there working. He said 2 weeks after the season, four out there throwing balls. He's probably the most hardest working, one of the most hardest working quarterbacks in the league. So again, I'm excited to see what's coming up. I pray that he stays healthy. He looks great. And again, like Don said, it's a good feeling. You know what I'm saying? We don't have really too much to, cheer for because we have a whole new regime coming in. We're coming off a 7-10 season.
Mm.
Things been a little rocky, you know. So that's a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
Just that video alone saying that he's working.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I don't have no like doubt in my mind that he's one of the hardest working players in the league, right? And I don't have no doubt in my mind that he lives at that facility and that he's putting in the work mentally, physically, all of that kind of stuff. Like man, look, a person, a guy like Dak Prescott every day. I just don't know how much of that shit he has. You know what I mean? And when I say
Yeah.
that shit, I'm talking about the shit that Patrick Mahomes has. Like when you give Patrick Mahomes the ball at the end of the game, you know he finna go there and score. It's not like a situation to where it's like, okay, I hope the Chiefs fans aren't like, well, okay, well, I hope he does. Nah, they like, okay, well,
Mm-hmm.
if he goes and throws a pick at the end of the game, they like, oh shit, what the fuck going on? You know what I'm saying? Same with Tom Brady. Like same
Mm-hmm.
with like that type of situation. And I even think Lamar Jackson has some of that to where it's like you expect him because he's done it a handful of times. You expect him to go down the field and to bring you the goods, to deliver the goods, right? Definitely not as much as the former two, but like the shit that
Mm-hmm.
Kobe got, the shit that Bron got, like that type of stuff. I just don't know if he has that. You know what I mean? And
So are you saying Mamba mentality?
something like that. I don't like to use that because I think it's only like he's a 1-on-1, dog. Like
Yeah,
ain't too
yeah,
many
he's one on
people
one.
you can still be
Right.
great and not have mom mentality. Like that was different, bro. That was different. And even like
Kobe was
oh,
different.
should I hear about him, dog? Like the way bro would be up in the morning at 4, working out,
Mm-hmm.
go home, come back, 11, work out, go eat, come back, 2, work
Mm-hmm.
out, go eat, come back. Bro, everybody ain't got that. Everybody ain't got that. That's
No.
somebody that's trying to be the best ever. You know what I'm saying? And you can still have that shit and not be working to be the best ever. And I don't know if well, I take that back. I don't think you can. But I just don't know if I think it's something in you that I don't know if Dak has. And I don't know if you can teach it. I don't know if you can coach
Mm-hmm.
it. I just think you have to either be put in those situations multiple times or you got to be born with it. You gotta have it. You know what I mean? And so I just don't know if he does. And I think Shador does.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I think Shador got that shit to where he don't get rattled because he's been his whole man. He lived on a fucking TV show. He grew up on a TV show, right? And Dion was his pops, and so he got that shit. Tom Brady, I think he developed it because he was the last pick in the draft, so he was like, oh shit, all right, bet, fuck y'all niggas. Like, let me go ahead, let me get my shit off. Patrick Mahomes, I don't know. I just think that motherfucker just better. Like that motherfucker just so supremely talented.
Yeah, some people just
Yeah.
like
And
that.
so I don't
It's
know.
just in his genes.
I just don't know if he got it. Right. Great dude. He'll shit. We might be 13-4 at the end of this year or 12. I'm not gonna even throw out no more records, but I just don't
Mhm.
I don't know if he can take us to the promised land. I hope so, man. And I hope he can I
Yeah.
hope he can stay healthy. But I
Hmm.
don't think his being in shape has ever been an issue, right? So I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. It's gonna get a lot of publicity
That's a
because he's a Cowboy right now.
yeah, that's a fair take. That's a fair take. As far as the in shape wise, I just think when he's heavier, he doesn't run a lot.
Yeah,
So when I see
yeah.
him doing all this stuff, I think he's probably going to get to more being more just a little bit more mobile. And again, we don't need Dak to be Lamar Jackson.
Fuck no.
Lamar Jackson is Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need him to do that. And especially with his history of injury, we just
Exactly.
need you to go get that first down. If you in the goal line, if you're in the goal line situation and it's open, just go get it. Go run, dog.
Just
You ain't got to throw it. Just run it, dog.
like,
Just go get in there, dog.
bruh. And I know me and
Let,
you be,
let's just
bruh. I know you be
yeah,
sitting at the crib like I do. That shit be
yeah,
wide open,
yeah,
and the nigga Dak
yeah,
decided to throw the ball, and I'm like,
yep.
bro. And because I think Lamar did that at 2 years ago in the playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you get into especially black quarterbacks, you get in your head
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, well they think I can't throw the ball, so let me try to throw the ball for these touchdowns. Oh, nigga, do what you
Mm-hmm.
got to do to win. Do what you got to do to get the
Or
first
coaching.
down and inch us down the field. Put the ball in the box. Don't worry about
Mm-hmm.
okay, well they think I can't throw the ball, so I'm gonna throw the ball for this first down. Or
Man, fuck
fuck
them.
them, nigga, get the first
Get them.
down.
Get that touch. Get that first down and that touchdown,
Oh,
dog. Don't
oh
put
my
don't put too much
God.
thought into it.
Oh man, dog. I be at the crib so like, bruh, Dak, if you don't Bruh, it's 3 yards.
Put the hands.
Bruh, like, it's 3 yards. It's 3 yards. So you decide to throw a 4 yard
Yeah,
pass to CD when he getting covered instead of, man. Hey, Dak, come on
I
with it
think
this
it's,
year, man.
I think a lot of that has to do with coaching and maybe. And I think Jerry's trying to fall back a little bit as far as being in the locker room, but I think that's just people in his ears saying, "Don't run, don't run." But I think I hope, pray that it's changing this year. Sky like the type of guy that lets a player,
Gotta
do
grow.
what he got to
And this is
do.
grow as a man.
Shot.
Like you just grow as a man and as a player. So I hope this is the year that he's like
Hmm.
he sees what's going on and he's like, okay, let me just I'm just trying to win games. I
Hmm.
don't use my
And he hears the
control.
noise too.
Yeah, exactly. Block that shit out. And that's the thing.
Mhm.
But see, that's why to wear the star, you gotta have that shit. Because if
Yeah.
you don't have that shit, it's like playing for the Knicks in basketball. There's too much going on around you to be like focused on noise, right? And so if you can't
Hmm.
block that shit out, and that's why I want Shador so bad. Because if you can't block that shit out, then you cooked from the day you step in there. If you can't not go
Hmm.
try to bag one of them Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, if you can't not be out in Dallas every night and fucking off, but if you can't handle getting talked shit about because you have a bad game, then you not meant to wear the star. It's that simple.
Hmm.
And it's not for everybody. Take your ass to
And they actually,
Carolina or bring your ass to
hmm
Carolina and you ain't gonna hear shit. That's why sometimes when people leave
and
Dallas, them niggas start balling.
hmm hmm and actually, there was like a little earlier last season they was talking about it, and Dak called niggas out. Like he basically said that's some weak ass shit because Nick players talking about how, oh, when I like Dalton Schultz and Tony Pollard, oh, when I go to other teams, oh, it's just football. That's it. We don't have people looking at us like animals and zoo animals during the visits. And Dak and somebody else basically that's some sucking shit. Like, nigga, you know what you signed up for. You know what I'm saying? Like Tony Pollard talking about, so I'm in Tennessee. It's all about the X and O's. Y'all niggas barely won 4 games. Dalton Schultz, I guess he was on the Texans. Y'all did all right, but like you said, you got to be bred for this. That's like playing for the Lakers. That's like playing for the Yankees,
Absolutely.
nigga. You're playing for a hot market. It comes with it.
Playing for the
So
most
yeah,
valuable
nigga.
sports franchise in the world. Like
Yeah,
not
pretty. Yeah.
football, not just basketball, not just baseball, not just soccer. You're playing for the most valuable sports franchise in the world. Either you built for it or you not. It's like playing at
Simple.
Carolina. Either you built, and shout out to Elliot Cadeau. All right, I ain't gonna go on my soapbox about him, but no, you ready for the pressure or not? Don't try to blame it on everybody. And I'm not saying you did, but it's really your brother. Like, don't try to blame it on everybody else saying it
Oh
wasn't the
shit.
right system, it wasn't the right this and that, dog. Like, or people talking shit about you. That's a part of what come with Carolina. Like people that live in North Carolina, it's a basketball state, and so we know hoops. And so
Yeah.
we know when the shit don't look the way it's supposed to look, just like the Knicks, right? They know when the shit don't when basketball, they know when the shit don't look the way it's supposed to look, and they gonna hold you accountable. Either you built for it or you're not built for it. Simple as that. Simple as that. But I wish you nothing but
Hmm.
success at Michigan and do your thing and ball out, family. So but shit, Shotty, I mean, we talked about it a little bit before we got on, but Shotty said he expects Micah to be at voluntary workouts and everything like that. But
Hmm.
of course, Jerry this morning decides to get on, and he said Micah's contract is not necessarily urgent. He said he'd rather pay more and get it right than pay less and get it wrong. I feel that, right? But at the
Hmm.
end of the day, family, like we got to get this shit done because and
Hmm.
I don't know if Jerry doesn't really look at it like this. He doesn't really see distractions. He sees more of marketing opportunities. And so, but this shit is a distraction. Like this shit is a distraction. Like I know everybody in that locker room looking at him like, or looking at all them players and asking them questions like, okay, so you heard anything about Micah? Now all your teammates got to answer the questions because motherfuckers ain't decided to give him his money. You know what I mean? And so
Hmm.
I'm like, nah, Jerry, this shit is urgent. This Micah contract
Hmm.
is urgent, bro. We got to get that shit done, man. We got to get this shit done, dog.
One thing I can say is because I think people because without the Cowboys, the news media falls, right? I think people are putting the press on Jerry because Jerry's been really quiet. I think
Oh, of course.
reporters instead of Jerry going out,
Yeah.
now the reporters all on Jerry because like, what you think? What you
Because they
think?
need sound
Just so
bite.
they can have a narrative.
Yeah.
They need sound
Mm-hmm.
bites. One thing I've seen Steven do a little more talking now.
Mm,
He's doing a little more talking, and I'm seeing the regime as far as ownership is slowly switching to Steven.
mm,
Steven's doing more, asking more questions. Like he's saying, the wide receiver room is decent, but we are looking to bring a number two in. In other words, Jalen Tolbert ain't it. We are looking for either somebody a free agency or a trade for a number two receiver. A number two receiver is basically an emergency thing. He's just not saying it.
mm.
So again, one thing about Jerry is Jerry, you just gotta dissect. Jerry talks in circles. Jerry's one of them old people that just like to ramble. So yeah, that's what he is. That's why when
He's
even Dak
right.
said like, no, when Jerry talk,
100%.
I don't pay that. I don't
You
pay it
can't
no
pay him
mind.
no mind,
Jerry just
bro.
like to
You
talk.
see, he
He
that
an
old
old man that
man.
like to
He the
talk.
old man that you see, like he just be talking, and you know he just gonna be talking. You just gotta nod your head and be like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Like,
But the ESPN first taking all of them, that's heaven for them
oh
because now they
yeah.
got something to talk about all week. I mean, they can't talk about the Super Bowl champions. Ain't like the Eagles won the Super Bowl. They don't want to talk about
I'm
them.
about to say, you see that
Yes.
shit got real quiet. You don't hear a whole lot about no Eagles no more. Like
Hey,
that shit is
niggas
crazy.
moved
They
on.
won the Super Bowl and like that shit was just over. Like it was just over. Like you ain't seen them really party. I ain't never been to Philly, but like I would think Philly fans they're real dedicated. So I would think they still partying up in Philly, but you don't never hear nothing about it. So
See, fan bases like that, from what I've understood, we can move on up to this. Fan bases, that's based on ignorance. I ain't gonna say ignorance because not all these are not
ah,
all Philly fans. This is
ah,
not all Philly fans, but certain fans that dwell off that I'm a bully, everybody don't like us, we them niggas. They dwell off other people giving them energy. Once you be like, okay, bro, congratulations, like the thumbs up and keep it moving, they have no life. Like, yeah, they throwing a party in Philly, the rest of the world like, okay, yeah, that was hot. What's going on next season? What's going on in free agency? What's going on with the Cowboys? Let's go on with the draft. Like people that moved on, they still like, hey, we see the championship. We're like, okay, yeah, you did it. Congratulations, bro.
mm-hmm,
See you next year. Like, we don't care as much as you care,
mm-hmm.
but you dwell up. That's why even after that, I started seeing things on X like comparing Jalen to Dak. Oh, Jalen got this before. I'm like, wait a minute. Why are you even thinking about us? You just won the Super Bowl. Go have fun. But nobody cares because nobody, well, you guys can. Super Bowl is a big thing, but we've all moved on. We're all focusing on the next season because right now everybody's 0-0.
Yeah,
Everybody's honing in on their teams, their coaches, their organizations, and everybody. Y'all are not the center of civilization like you think you are, Philly. You're not.
and we
I'm
coming up
talking
there,
about the
Philly. Don't
Eagles.
get it fucked up. We coming up there.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
coming with my jersey,
yeah.
with my Dez jersey, Cowboys hat, and I don't like. And again, we got to get it. We got to get
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do my.
It,
I'm not
wherever,
trying to
wherever
do
it
that.
go, it
Like,
go.
you know, I'm not. That's again. I need y'all to know we're not pulling up for that. We just pulling up to support the team. But
Mm-hmm.
again, if you cross the line like y'all did with Wale, and y'all did with the other buddy that was walking out, the
Yeah.
other Redskins fan that was walking, or Commanders
Mm-hmm.
fan that was walking out the stadium, and if y'all cross the line, but
Yep.
like,
You're gonna take it. I'm gonna take it wherever you want to take it. And this ain't no tough guy talk.
yeah, no,
I'm
not
gonna
at
take it
all.
wherever you want
It's
to take
just
it.
real.
I come to watch
That's
football, but I'm gonna
it.
take it wherever you want to take it.
That's
And
it.
I'm gonna tell you something about us Cowboy fans. We ain't like no other fan base. You don't see too many. You might see us Cowboy fans going viral fighting each other before you just see them getting hopped on by some other fan bases like that. So we ain't the one. Wherever we go deep.
Yeah. So,
So
but
just
we
take it
pulling up
easy. Be
though. Don't
mindful
get
of
it
what you're
fucked up.
doing.
We pulling up.
Yeah.
So yeah. Our last lunch table topic is an
Hmm.
interesting topic, man. Brother Kanye West, we got to bring you to the lunch table, family.
I'm gonna have a seat,
Yeah,
man.
because we got to talk to you. Like, now, I'm gonna preface this by
Yeah.
saying you are definitely one of the most influential people, artists, musicians, clothing
Yes.
designers, and just like I said, people in general of our generation, for sure. But you be doing some goofy shit a lot. Right? You be doing a
You
lot of
wilding, Nate.
goofball shit, and this most recent goofball shit where you go on Twitter and you call Jay-Z and Beyonce kids the R word, right? And you talk shit about John Legend and call him the F word, right? And a whole bunch of people that used to rock with you and you used to rock with, you basically shit on them. because you're saying that they shit on you, right? And then icing on the cake, which was the most recent thing, is you wear the Black Klansman suit, right? And like I said, me and my brother had a conversation about it last night. He's a huge Kanye West supporter, and he was talking about, and he sent me videos of why Ye puts it on. And it's really to
Okay.
to put it short, right? And we'll maybe post a video about it, but to put it short, he's really trying to offend more of the Jewish and the Nazi community, more Jewish community than anybody else, right? Because he got a real beef with the Jewish community. And so he put that on because he says a lot of times in pop culture, they have profited off of pain of black people, right?
Which they have.
And so now he wants to basically reverse that and say, hey, look, I'm profiting off of your pain, or it's to some extent, right? And y'all got to watch the video for your own. But my argument to that was when me and my brother talked about it was, okay, I understand, right? You were trying to offend Jewish people, right? Because of course, Nazis were not only against black people, but they were against Jews and everything too. And to not go too deep into it, but we all know the Ku Klux Klan. Yeah, they might have killed some Jewish people and stuff like that, but the majority of who like suffered at the hands of the Ku Klux Klan was black people. And so you were trying to offend them, right? Who was a small part of it. Okay, cool. But you forgot about your people and the people that helped you get to where you are, and offending them, right? Or how your actions might affect your own people. Like cutting your nose off to spite your face. You know what I'm saying? And so again, like Ye is definitely one of the most influential people and one of the best artists, all that kind of stuff. But dog, when you do goofy shit, niggas gotta call you out for doing goofy shit. You gotta come to the lunch table because you're doing goofy shit. And then my main issue is that you're mad at people turning their back on you, people that you changed their lives, right? You're mad at people turning their back on you because you changed their lives, but you're the reason that they turn their back on you. Like, just because you help me don't mean that all the goofy shit that you do down the line, I'm going to rock with or I'm going to stand beside you on, right? Some stuff I can't rock with you on regardless of how much you change my life. I can still appreciate you changing my life, but I can still distance myself from you and make it clear that I'm not with that because you done some goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? But the Klansman shit, that threw me for the loop, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah. So, and again, your brother
And we're gonna bring him on.
broke
We're
it
gonna bring him
down.
on one day.
We're gonna bring him
Yeah.
on because again, I like I'm a Ye supporter too.
No,
And
that's the
for
only.
somebody
And I'm gonna
else,
pause you before I leave.
yeah.
But
Go
that's
ahead, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
to
ahead.
preface this. That's the only reason we're even having this conversation. The only reason we're
That's a
having this
fact.
conversation is because Ye, his art has affected us so much, especially early on when we were kids, right? Helped us get
Facts.
through, helped our style, helped us learn how to get fly, different things like that. I was watching I used to watch him on Def Poetry all the time, like on YouTube over and over, and it'd be the same shit over and over, because that shit was just so fly how you went about it. And so that's the only reason we're having a conversation, because we're invested in Kanye West.
That's a fact. Kanye West been around since we were kids, like elementary shit. Ye, kind of like me, we have unpopular opinions, but we make a lot of sense. So I'm always like, not cheering for Ye, but I'm always more patient to try to understand where he's coming from than majority of the world, majority of people, because people are quick to jump to conclusions without, trying to logically think, what is the man doing this for? Like, what is he trying to do it for? Um, the Klansman thing, man, you offended more of us than Jewish people because we've dealt with the Klan more than Jewish people.
Still
Now, if
are.
you just really wanted to go on some, you still are. If you just wanted to go on something go specific with the Jewish people, then you just should have put like a Hitler suit on. Like if you really want to take it there, because again, I'm not gonna go too deep into history, but Jesse Owens said this. All right. Jesse Owens said when he was competing, the video's out there because Hitler gave him a standing ovation. If you guys don't know, Jesse Owens is one of prominent black athlete in our culture, probably one of the best black American. I don't know if he's a sprinter, but we'll just say track
Mm-hmm.
athlete. But basically, in short terms, and I'm not sticking up for Hitler at all. Jesse Owens saying Jesse Owens said you can look this up. It wasn't it wasn't Hitler that smutted me like basically looked down upon me. It wasn't Hitler. It was the president at the time. So basically, what he's saying, long short, our president basically uh, threw more dirt on me than Hitler did. So what I'm saying is, Kanye, if you really want to take this, and it gets, and I know you, and I know Kanye's smart enough to understand that it's not all Jewish people.
Mm-hmm.
You're going at a certain demographic,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because yes, people of the Jewish community have done us dirty in the record business. Jerry Heller did NWA filthy, did Easy E's family filthy,
Oh,
his
they're
children
running it, bro. They're
filthy.
running. They're to this day.
Yeah,
They the Jews. They run the fucking really
they
entertainment
run it.
industry. If we're gonna be
Yeah,
real, the
yeah,
Weinstein,
they run Hollywood and all of that.
like the Weinstein nigga, that nigga
Harvey
really,
Weinstein.
bruh,
Yep.
greasy, but greasy, but
Greasy ball. But that's not all of
fact.
them.
That's a fact.
A lot of times of people they want to get mad at a certain group, a person or a narrative, and they group all people in there, and that's where you go wrong. Because just because somebody's Jewish or just because somebody supports this doesn't mean they have the ideology that you think majority of them do.
Yeah.
So again, with Ye, I think you can go about this a whole different way. But you're Kanye West. You have no problem. You're like the shock jock of the music industry. You know, you don't mind making people feel uncomfortable. I'm just, and I think me and my brother Don just saying, as Black Americans, you know, the Klan shit is out of line. Like
Out of bounds, bro.
anything in a Klan
It's
hoodie,
out of bounds.
anything in a Klan hoodie. I'm not feeling that at all, and
Nah,
I don't really know what you're trying to reach for that. The Klan shit is out the
it's out
window
of
for me.
bounds, bro.
I can't even stick up. I can't stick up for you on that one. And to be honest, yeah, I'm a slight offended. I'm not. Oh my God, yeah, got a Klan.
Yeah.
I'm not that, but I'm just a little. I'm a little disappointed in you to even take it there. Now some people flipping and say, no, he's not a Klan member. He's an executioner because that's how
Mm-hmm.
executioners back in the medieval days used to dress,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which kind of explains probably why Klanmen pick it up. But I digress. Long story short, the land is plain. I'm with you with a lot of things, Kanye, or at least patient with you. This one, I can't. I'm not feeling it at all. I can't even rock with it.
Yeah,
That Klan
yeah,
shit.
bro, I'm there. And like again, my brother, he was like, yeah, I mean, but artists like that's what the goal is to evoke emotion, right? Whatever the art is to evoke
Mhm.
emotion, right? And I get that. But it's also our job as the people that are receiving the art to
Mhm.
call you out when it's some
Yep.
goofy at when you do some goofball
Criticize
shit.
it.
Like because at the end of the day, we know, and my brother really wanted to hit me to this. Like when Kanye got some shit coming out, or he gonna do some goofball shit. Like he gonna go on Twitter rants or go on rants at concerts or wear some crazy shit or something like that. Right? That's what he's gonna do. And so but it's our job to call you out on some goofballs. But I'm not offended because I know Kanye now. Like this is what he does when he needs eyes. And like that's what he does when he wants
Mhm.
eyes. When he got something coming out or something like that. That's what he does. But it's still goofy. It's still goofball shit. And like you ain't have to go there. You ain't have to go
Mhm.
to a real pain point of a lot of black Americans and a lot of people that like I said, the people that have helped you get to where you are. Right. So but yeah, man, we just had to
Yeah.
bring you to the lunch table right quick, yeah, man. You still,
Mhm.
we ain't
Still
voted you,
love you.
yeah,
Listen, we
we
still
ain't
love you,
traded
yeah.
you out. We ain't
But
traded you yet. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? We ain't traded you.
you ain't Jason
Yeah,
Whitlock.
you ain't Jason Whitlock, bro.
You ain't Jason Whitlock.
We ain't traded you yet, but when you do some goofball shit, we gotta call you to the carpet. So All right, man. Our QTNA questions that need answers, and it goes along with actually the PSA, which is crazy. I didn't even realize that. Would you? Because I was out this weekend, and this past weekend, and I overheard a dude talking to his homie because a dude and a couple had just walked by, and I think the girl had asked his homeboy what cologne he was wearing. So would you have a problem if you were out with your girl and a guy walks by and she says, what cologne are you wearing? You smell really good. Would you have a problem if your girl did that?
It's because I'm not the jealous type. I just don't take disrespect. Now, if she say the guy smell good,
You know, she
I'll be
asked him.
forcing him to say
She
I'll
didn't
be
just tell
mad.
you, oh, he smelled good. She asked him, hey, and she stopped him. Hey, what type of cologne are you wearing? Because you smell really good.
This cologne smell good. It smell good. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I don't wanna force it. Like, cause she didn't say the nigga was handsome. You know what I'm saying? Or hey man, you're so handsome. And she's like, man, it smells good. Cologne. Cause obviously she's with me. I would think, right? A woman with me, she probably wants to buy it for me, but she don't understand. Like, wait a minute, like. And that's man cool. Like, I don't even want it no more. Like, I smelled the cologne too. Shit was kind of fly. But now you just say, oh, it smells. I want to buy it for my man. I don't want what that man got. So I just think, I, to be honest, personally, me, it's not a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Personally, me. Because it's like, I smelled it too. The shit smell good. She just, because, women just want to, when they love a man, they love you. They just, but my man smell good in that.
Mhm.
Excuse me. What's
Mhm.
what cologne was that? That smell good.
Mhm.
Oh, I don't. Now, personally, I'd be like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't tell my colognes. I keep it secret. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know what I'm saying? But it depends how you look at it. Now, if she's just biting you, and you know if you're in that situation, she's just geeking, like, oh my God. Like, you ever see them cartoons when the fragrance and the nigga start
Yeah.
floating over there?
They go around like,
Yeah,
yeah. Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah. If she on some shit like that, she just all the, oh my God, like you smell amazing. Like, where'd you get that? And she, all right, bro, she not the one.
Yeah, you gotta do
Nah,
all
like you doing too much.
yeah.
You ain't gotta do all that. But so some, man, you smell like that smell good, don't it? Give me one. Sir, what is that cologne?
Mm-hmm.
She just being helpful. Like I want to smell it on my man.
Mm-hmm.
So personally, me, it wouldn't bother me that much. It depends on how she going about it.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it wouldn't bother me that
And
much.
I feel that. I feel what you're saying in that perspective. Like she go, hey,
Mm-hmm.
excuse me, sir. But I put it like this. If I'm there,
Mm-hmm.
man, smell it and let's walk off and say, he smell good.
Yeah,
Like just
no.
say to me, he smell really good. Like, okay, cool. I can acknowledge that, right? But if we're
Mm-hmm.
together, like, bro, you don't need to stop him and be like, hey, like, nah. If you want to figure it out, go to JC Penney's and start smelling men's cologne. Right? But nah, like you ain't got it. Or if I'm not with you, feel free. If I'm not with you, go
Mm-hmm.
figure it out. But if I'm with you standing right, I'm not finna listen to you. Stand right there, listen to you, ask my man, like what kind of, and y'all had that conversation together. Like I'm not right now, I'm over here
Mm-hmm.
holding the
Well,
damn bag. We out here shopping. I'm over here holding the bags, waiting for you to get done with the damn conversation about a nigga smelling. Like, bruh, bruh. Go ahead, sweetheart.
you got a
Go
point.
ahead. Go ahead. Like,
Like, because it's like, that's what I was saying. It depends. Like,
yeah,
it
it
should be
depends how
no
she go
longer
about it,
than
for sure.
10 seconds. It should be a hey, okay, boom, thank you. It shouldn't be. You shouldn't. Well, where'd you get it? What's
When
the
she turn her head, and see
fragrance?
the problem is when she turn her head to the side. When she turn her head to the side, that's how you know a long conversation finna go on, and she real invested. Like,
Yeah,
so,
and that's when it's a
yeah,
problem. That's a
nah,
problem.
like you don't
All
bring
right,
your
because
ass.
now you're trying to open up. Yeah, now you're trying to open up a conversation. Now you're trying to get to know each other. Now I feel disrespected.
And I don't take kindly to disrespect.
I don't take kindly to
Oh man,
disrespect.
yeah, nah. But I had to ask you, man, because I heard him I overheard him talking about it. And I was like, I we gotta bring that to the lunch table to see how we
That's
feel
a good
about it.
topic.
Yeah. So, hey, make sure you talk to your girl. If you out there, make sure you talk to your girl about the etiquette and how that go down.
Yes,
And how it makes you
because
feel.
women
Everybody not the same.
sometimes,
Just because I feel this way, and just
yeah,
because Lana feel this
yeah.
way, don't mean you shouldn't feel different. So,
Because women a lot of times they don't really do things. They just be doing
be
shit. But
nice,
you as a man,
friendly.
yeah, trying to be nice. And you as a man, you just got a certain because you think like a man, but already logical. And we kind of understand unspoken rules. And sometimes the women just don't get it. So just had a conversation instead of just because you can't get too mad if she do something because she didn't know any better.
Yeah,
You ain't hip her to how you
yeah,
feel.
exactly.
So it goes back to communication. Just talk.
Straight up,
Definitely, especially etiquette.
straight up. All right. Everybody's favorite segment, Lunchin with Lon. And ooh, we got a good one for y'all today. And I'm not gonna even have to, I don't even gotta preface it. I can just go ahead and let my boy do his own thing. It's gonna speak for itself.
Oh, come on, I'm an equal opportunity employer. Get up, please. Come on, it won't rub off. But then again, yes, it will. Would you please? Just, you forgot it? Or just sing whatever comes to your mind. Would you say that again in the microphone? Boy, oh boy. That's a big guy you got right there. I'll tell you what she said later. No, so good, so good. When somebody loves you back. Okay? Okay. So good, so good, so good. When somebody loves you back. Woo, hot lips. You better keep holding on to her. I tell you.
That's enough.
Said you better hold on to her.
He said you better hold on to her.
Yo, God. God. First of all, man, let's give it up to the old Teddy P, man. That was a different era of music with music. The vibes was vibing. It was a different world. And in that video, he previously kissed a black girl, by the way, right? He just go around kissing girls on the lips. That's when things were a little more safer back then, because I wouldn't dare do that
Mm.
now. Um, so if y'all seen it, when she listened, the white guy, right? He knew what time it was, right?
Oh
He
man,
zoned in on the joke. He tried to pull her off. Get the hell off of me, nigga.
he petty.
And she was so quick. She was so quick. Like he tried to grab her, and her arm was already gone. And man said, "I don't discriminate. We are equal employers."
Mm-hmm.
And he up there singing his life away. Say the word. Say the word. Somebody let you
Mm-hmm.
play. Now you tried, baby. You tried. Yeah, yeah. And listen, fellas.
OG pimping.
At that point, yes, OG, right? It was nothing he could do. It was nothing her
It
man could
was
do.
nothing he could
Now I
do.
know Teddy P was. I know Teddy P was all type of N words when they got in the
Woo.
car. But he never went to a show again. He never went to a black show again. Yeah, and I won't blame. Listen, I don't blame him. I'd have been hot
At
because I don't
all.
even know the black girl he kissed before that part of the video. Y'all, it's all on YouTube. Y'all can go watch it. But I don't know if she was with her man.
Mhm.
So, like he said, he's a fair employer. You know what I'm saying? Just the white girl, it burnt old boy. The way she got up so quick,
Dog.
like she could have played wide receiver. Like you can't jam
Yeah,
her.
no.
Yeah, get up off of
She
me,
said, this Teddy. I'm
nigga.
sorry.
She over just like this Teddy B. She gonna look at him like,
Yeah.
nigga, don't touch me. Get your hands off me. Denzel voice. But yeah, Teddy P's a wild guy. He kissed that woman in the mouth in front of her man and looked and said, "Oh boy, you better
You
keep
better
her."
keep her. Uh, dog.
You got some hot lips.
Dog. She would have turned around and I would have been gone.
Oh yeah, I'd have been
I'd
out of
have
there.
been gone. What?
I'd have ran
You
a four
lunching.
three.
I'd have, bruh. Dog. Your girl get up there in front of the
Mm-hmm.
crowd, in front of everybody. And now
The
the thing about
world.
it is, it's not like a regular concert. Y'all was sitting at. It looked like they were sitting at tables, right? It looked like one of them times where everybody was sitting at tables and kind of in that situation. She get up. Not only does she say something egregious in the mic when she first get up there, right? Where Teddy couldn't even, Teddy had to put the mic behind his head. He couldn't even let everybody hear that. Not only did she say something egregious, but then she proceeds to kiss him while her man's sitting back there. And like you said, the way he was looking in her eyes, bro, he could have did whatever he wanted to that girl.
She would have did it right. She'd
Oh,
have been
right in
right
front
with
of
it.
everybody.
He could have had. She did it. She did it right in front of the stage. Like, you know, Teddy P's such a troll. He like, oh man, you got a big guy back there, you know. So he
He
know.
won't worry about
He
that nigga at
know. He
all.
know.
He won't worry about that nigga at all. He said, "Oh yeah, he got a pretty big guy back there." Then proceeds to kiss his girl, and basically saying, "I ain't worried about you,
Proteins.
nigga." Like, what? You don't get? I said, just know. Basically, he was
Yo,
just saying, just know. If I really wanted your bitch, I could have it.
yeah, pretty much. She got a good one.
But you got a good one. So
I know
get
she
her.
nice.
But just know, if I want her and I want to come back and spin the block, just know.
Hey man, I'm just in that moment. First of all, I don't think he knew what he was doing by buying seats that close
Mm,
to the stage. This was all her idea, and she manipulated him right into it.
Oh, you
Oh, babe, this will be the best day
ain't think
ever.
about that?
This will be ever. This party. Yeah, it was right there. Oh my God, this will make my world. He just wanted to make her happy, putting her on a pedestal,
Mm,
putting her happiness before his. Bruh, it's Teddy Pendergrass. Now he probably looked like he was listening to somebody else other than Teddy P. She listened to Teddy P.
mm.
You don't listen to
On the
Teddy
low
P.
ski too.
So when you went to that concert on the low ski, she go to sleep touching herself thinking about Teddy P. Oh, he in town? Let's get some tickets closer to the stage. That would be everything. He like, I want to make my woman happy. You don't know nothing about Teddy P, obviously, but you learned that day.
Mm,
And she walked you right in there. And when you tried to grab her, she didn't even know you. Just snatched away. You've been loving shit. That broke his heart. Like, wait, Sally, you've never snatched away from me like that. Yeah, it's Teddy Pendergrass. I just got her a kiss. And you stayed there. Oh, me? What was it on to take that? I got nothing but no, that was 5 Heartbeats. What was the episode? It was a scene where uh David Robinson,
rough.
I said David Ruffin and Eddie was singing to a girl, and I think oh boy,
Oh yeah,
her man's is in
Temptation
the
Joint.
crowd. Yeah, Temptations. And she would just and that man looked and walked off.
Mm-hmm.
See, he a real old boy really loves Sally. He probably really liked Shorty. Be like, that shit ain't worth my no.
And the thing,
That's
you know what's
humiliating.
the even worst part, bro? You know he ain't getting no cheeks that night because she was just thinking about Teddy.
No. Leaking. Sewer. Not sewer, but
Shout out to rest in peace, man. Shout out to OG Teddy P, man.
and that's another thing, man. We gotta start glorifying more of our older artists from oldies but goodies in the 70s and 80s because they're trying to well, they're not trying to do anything. I think we're losing sight of our culture. Bring back them cookouts, bring back traditional reunions and summer cookouts, bring back the family and put them oldies in the background because they lay down a lot of the foundation of the music we have today. A lot of rappers have sampled these great musicians, these
Mm-hmm.
great singers, and a lot of people don't even know a lot of these songs are being sampled from, and they're being sampled from a great era of music. And again, this is our culture as well. So we definitely need to bring back some Soul Train days, some Teddy
Mm-hmm.
P days, some Barry White days, the Marvin Gaye days, man. We can't let them die.
Yeah, it's on us to preserve our culture, man. If we don't do it, who else gonna do
Mhm.
it? So I agree with you. That's why
Facts.
we got to keep family reunions alive, so we can keep passing down that music and keep circulating it, and hopefully encourage more family reunion music to be made because it's not a lot of family reunion music
Mm.
being made right now. If we're gonna be honest.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to our 5 segment for youngins everywhere, man. We giving youngins the game that we wish we would have got at their age. And so, what we're gonna talk about today, a nice lady. Her name is Nandy. On Twitter, her name is @Paul Pall Nandy. And what she tweeted was something that was very interesting, right? Very interesting. And she said men are expected to pay like it's 1950, commit like it's 1850, and accept disrespect like it's 2025. Okay. And so what we just want to get across, right? First of all, 90, that was I respect you for tweeting the shit, and that was very introspective, and like I never thought of it in that perspective at all. But for the youngins out there, young boys out there, first of all, don't take disrespect. You don't need to take disrespect from anybody, much less your woman. Right? So you don't have to take disrespect at all. You don't have to play a subservient role. And I know it's a lot of, and we've talked about it before. There's a lot of feminine energy being passed around these days and being encouraged these days to young males, right? And then a lot of masculine energy being encouraged to young females, right? And so especially the black ones. And so you don't have to take or deal with any disrespect from any woman. It comes down, or anybody in general. And to handle that, it comes down to a conversation. Like, look, we're not on this. This is not, don't ever let this happen again. Or or it's gonna be dealt with. Right? And how you deal with it is how you deal with it. But it has to be known that you don't tolerate disrespect. And if disrespect does arise, then it's gonna be dealt with. To her second point, commit like it's 1850. Right? I think that's important, right? To commit to something, right? To something, and if it's someone, commit to someone. But caveat to that is you got to find the right person that's worth committing to. Everybody ain't out here that's worth committing to, and it's honestly, this is men and women. Everybody ain't worth committing to. You know what I mean? And so you got to make sure you do your due diligence on that person before you commit to them, which goes down to you not being forced or you not feeling pressured by a woman or the other side, your parents, your grandparents, your aunts, uncles, to commit to or to be getting a relationship, because they're not going to be the ones that got to deal with that relationship. And so and if you're getting pressured by your significant other, again, a conversation. I got to get to know you, because anything you put, and for me, anything I put my name on or anybody I put my name beside, got to be solid. You got to be solid in every way. And we could talk about what solid means at a different date, but you got to be solid in every way. And I got to know you in and out, backwards and forwards. Does that mean we're not going to have our turmoil or ups and downs? Absolutely not. But I got to know that deep down, you solid. You know what I mean? And then to her third point, men are expected to pay like it's 1950. Just depends. We've had this conversation before. It depends on what works for you. As a man, and to my young boys, as a man, if you feel comfortable paying for everything and you got the means to do that without going broke or sacrificing your financial stability, hey, feel free. By all means, do that. Take care of your woman, take care of your kids, take care of your mom and dad, your family, all means. If you don't have the means to do that, don't feel pressure to do that. If it ain't in your budget, don't do it.
Don't do it.
You ain't got to do that. And to I'm gonna give it to you, but like you can, and my coaches told me this a long time ago. You can always lose women chasing money, but you should never lose money chasing women. Period. And so if it's not in your means, do not try to sacrifice your bread to try to impress a woman. It ain't gonna be worth it. You're gonna resent her, you're gonna resent yourself all the way down the line.
Yep.
So make sure you know what you're doing.
And even if you do have to, and on the last point, even if you have to do all that to impress her, she doesn't like you, bro. She don't like you. A woman that likes you, you don't have to do all of that for. She just be happy with the little things because she just wants to be around you. She likes you. Y'all can go and sit in Popeyes parking lot, just talk for hours with a two-piece. Y'all shared or a three-piece y'all shared, and she just want to be around you.
Go get the surfing turf too.
Now,
Get the shrimp in there.
well,
Yeah.
I ain't want to talk to you for an example. You know, get that surfing turf. Since
Yes,
we talking about
sir.
Popeyes, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she would chill for whatever because she like you. If she don't like you like that, then you want to jump through hoops and hurdles. And she know she just watching like this nigga really doing this shit. Well, if he keep doing it, I'm just keep on pushing. I'm gonna keep finessing him.
Mm.
Like, trust me. She know if you feel in your heart like I'm doing too much or I gotta do all of this, then you probably are.
Mm.
Now, what were the years? They said 18. Now, what was the commit year? Explain the years for me one
Yeah,
more
so
time.
she said men are expected to pay like it's 1950, commit
1950.
like it's
Okay.
1850, and accept
1850. Okay.
disrespect like it's 2025. Because there's a lot of niggas getting
Notice that
disrespected out here these days.
a lot. And I can't as much as I be wanting to, holler at the women about that. A lot of men taking disrespect,
Absolutely.
and if you taking disrespect,
Absolutely.
that ain't nothing I can say, dog. That's on you, bro.
Simple as that.
Um, do a lot of these, and I hear about what men should do. It's too much in this community. What men should do, what men should do. Maybe if more ladies focus on what they should do, a lot of this stuff would just come to them. All I'm hearing is men should do this, men should do this, men should do this. Okay, what should you do? Are you doing everything you're supposed to do? And let's rewind it back just a little bit. You do know in the 1950s, women were getting their heads knocked off because they burnt the meatloaf, right? You know this, right? Like domestic abuse was normal.
Man,
Like the cops
peak.
to get called, they didn't even call the cops, and if they did get called, they'd be like, "Oh, okay, what happened?" Well, this and this happened. It's my wife, and da, da, da. Well, sir, you are his wife, and
Oh,
da da da.
just to put a
It's nothing to
pause,
see
to
here.
pause that, just to that point.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, the cop, my great grandma would call the cops
Mm-hmm.
on my grandma told me this story because she said it happened when she was a little girl because they from a small town in North Carolina near Wilmington.
Mm-hmm.
Said my great grandma called the cops only one time. Said the cops pulled up and the cop was shaking because my great granddad. So he was shaking
Oh, he
it
must have been.
and obviously didn't do nothing. Nah, he wasn't, bro. Well, when I came along, he was just a tall, skinny dude. But apparently he used to get it in. And everybody around the town was scared of him, all that kind of shit. So he said so my grandma told me when the cops pulled up, like the cop she could tell he was shaking. So like you said, bro,
Mm-hmm.
like the cops would pull up, but they might not do nothing.
Yeah. Like, that's your basically that's in your house, that's your business. That's how it was back in them days. You know what I'm saying? So you saying provide like the 1950s, if that did ain't done, not everybody, of course, but a lot of families that did ain't done or some got burnt to get your ass beat. That's a fact. You talking about commit like it's 1893?
1850, she
Uh,
said commit like it's
Um,
1850.
she's explaining how delusional a lot of these
For
women
sure, for
are.
sure.
But I'm just trying to get it for the delusional
Yeah.
women who are saying this, giving you a microscope on what you're really asking for.
Mm-hmm.
And you talking about in the 1950s, yeah, them old school guys committed, but they still had families all
Committed
around
to
the
you,
neighborhood. They still was making babies
committed to
down the street.
Dan,
Yeah,
committed to
yeah,
Sally.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And it was normal. Yeah, having kids out of yeah, he could he married you, but he got a baby from Miss So and So down the street, lady down the way.
Ooh,
He got a family over here.
Miss Oz.
Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Ooh.
It came from somewhere.
Mm.
And in disrespect of 2025, we already know that goes without saying because that's seated. I don't think as crazy because me and my brother Don, we're like we will never take that, but you'll be surprised how many guys take this. They take this because they think they can't do any better. And it all goes from self-esteem and putting somebody before you and your happiness. A lot of men out here have low self-esteem. They think whatever they're dealing with, they can't get better. Or they think there isn't more out there. And that's having a shallow mindset instead of having an abundance mindset. So to her point, I like the way she broke that down. I just was trying to give more
Mm-hmm.
of a reality view of what some of these ladies be asking for because it's just silly. It's too many. You're listening to too many 50-50 podcasts, too many balloon pops, and it's saturating your mind out of reality. It sounds like you want to create a player. You should go on Madden, go on 2K, and go to play the Sims.
Bro, you
Yes,
said
play the
something right
Sims and
there.
create that nigga.
You said something right there. It's like the women nowadays are trying to create a player. And and I think it's again, social media is not helping, right? They're trying to, and the thing about it is, and it's twofold, right? They're trying to create a player, a man, right? Like it's 2K, but then a lot of women are going to try to look like a created player themselves.
Mm. They don't want to hear that part. They don't want to hear that.
They're
They
trying
don't
to
want to hear
create a
that one.
player in a man with all these qualities. You gotta have this, and if you don't have this, I'm not doing this. And which we all know that's really cap, but we're gonna move on. Yeah, you say all of this, but you fucking with a dude that you paying for his McDonald's meal. Like, you don't stop it. And then you go into Dr. Miami to try to look like a created player.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we talking about?
Player build.
You know what I'm saying? But we digress.
You see some women like they about to go to football practice when they go to the club. They go out there, they got their waist trainer on, they strap that joint on, they putting on their makeup like it's face paint, they putting their wig straight. Like, are you going to the club or you about to go to practice?
Oh, it's crazy how much some women, how much time they spend in the mirror putting this makeup on.
All that just to fool a man.
And
that's what you're
before
doing.
before we move on, I'm gonna say this. I seen it on Twitter the other day. It said this, and I mean we've heard it all the time. Like, oh yeah, y'all be talking about women wearing makeup, but y'all get haircuts. And then I seen some profound shit that I had never thought about it in this way. But it was like, dude, bruh said, makeup is to hide beauty. A haircut is to reveal your beauty. You know what I'm saying? So when we get haircuts, it ain't nothing but just cutting off the extra hair, you know what I'm saying, framing the face, doing all of that. You putting on makeup and you are a totally different person. Like, bruh, makeup is used in movies and can make a person look like a completely different person than they are. And that shit is what women wear on a daily basis. And I ain't gonna shit on the women that wear a whole bunch of, I ain't gonna shit on that.
No, we not.
That ain't time for this. But I just wanted to go ahead and put that out there. All right. Black history.
That's gonna burn it. That one gonna burn them up. It's all love, man.
It's all love.
It's
I
all love.
don't mean no harm, man. I don't mean no harm.
We talk about selective few, not all.
Not all, man. If you gotta wear your makeup to, you know what I'm saying, for your confidence and look the way you want to look, go ahead and do that, baby. But just make sure you let that man know. You let him see what's good. Make sure you don't when he spend the night, take that makeup off before y'all get into bed. And when he wake up in the morning, don't be in that bathroom putting that makeup on before he get up. And don't duck the pool.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, don't duck the pool, don't duck the beach, don't duck none of that. Make sure he know what he getting, like, at some point in that early part of y'all relationship. So, Black history always, man. We got a great one for you today. His name is Alexander Miles, Brother Alexander Miles. And what Brother Alexander Miles did, he contributed to the elevator industry. He was a Black American inventor of the late 19th century who transcended racial barriers in the United States. Miles, born in Duluth, Minnesota. Oh, I know he was dealing with some racist shit, man. Designed an elevator that was able to be opened, or was able to open and close its own doors, and the elevator shaft doors. When the elevator would arrive or depart from a given floor, the doors would move automatically. Previously, opening and closing of the doors of both the shaft and the elevator had to be completed manually by either the elevator operator or by passengers, contributing greatly to the hazards of opening an elevator. Miles attached a flexible belt to the elevator cage, and when the belt came into contact with drums positioned along the elevator shaft, just above and below the floors, it allowed the elevator shaft doors to operate at the appropriate times. The elevator doors themselves were automated through a series of levers and rollers. And the influence of his elevator patent is still seen in modern designs, since the automatic opening and closing of elevator and elevator shaft doors is a standard feature. So shout out to brother Alexander Miles, OG Alexander Miles, man, for making our lives so much easier, so we ain't gotta take the stairs. And really, in a figurative sense, bro, you made this elevator so we didn't have to take the stairs, right? So we could move, and you've helped a lot of us going forward in our lives, man, and we appreciate you for it. He was born on May 18th, 1838, and died May 7th, 1918. Shout out to brother Alexander Miles, and hopefully I can get the beard like you one day. But man, yeah, it's been another great episode, man, of Lunchin with Don and Line, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe. Oh, and I ain't put the post on. We ain't put the post on Instagram yet, but now we at 30 followers on YouTube, or 30 subscribers on YouTube, man. We at 30 subscribers on YouTube, which is a huge milestone for us, man. We appreciate all of y'all that are subscribing and tapping into our content, liking and sharing and having the discussions with your family and all that kind of stuff, man. We really appreciate it. And like we talked about before, it's only going up. We only getting better. We only pulling up on you in your city. So you might as well get ready, because the tour date's going to be dropping at some point soon. The tour dates, the Lunchin tour is dropping sometime soon. So y'all make sure y'all be ready for that, man. We only gonna continue to grow and get better and improve. Make sure y'all put in the comments, man, whatever y'all want to see. Things that you like, things that you don't like. If you hate me, if you don't hate Line, or whatever. Right, whatever you want to see, man, we're gonna bring it to you. Gonna bring the content to you, man. So
now hold on,
go ahead. Yeah.
Now, you can say what you want. Again, we all family, but when we clap back,
don't get in your feelings.
We clap both of us. Don't get mad.
Don't get in your feelings. Don't get in your feelings.
Cause listen, y'all think I'm sharp. Dawn and cut you.
Come on, man.
So listen.
Don't check me.
Just
check that back too. Shout out to Larry June, man. So yeah, man, it's been another great episode, man. Like we said, every Thursday at 12 we dropping. So make sure y'all tuned in. We're gonna premiere it too. We had 4 viewers on our premiere last week, so this week we trying to get 10. You know what I mean? So
that's
yeah.
what's up.
I'm the Don of all Dons. This my dog Lonnie Cabal. And we out, man. We'll holler at y'all next week, man. Peace.
Peace.
End it.